Sean Diddy Combs is just the tip of an enormous, rotten iceberg of pedophiles and sex offenders operating in the Hollywood entertainment system, according to Mel Gibson, who warns that despite the lurid revelations about Diddy and his crew, we haven't seen anything yet. According to Gibson, these people are unspeakably evil, and mainstream media is covering up their worst excesses out of fear that the public will rise up against them if they understand the role that paedophilia and satanic ritual sacrifices play in the occult religion that the VIP elites subscribe to. As whistleblowers who expose Diddy's crimes start dying, it's worth paying attention to every word Mel Gibson is saying. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the People's Voice Rumble channel and hit the Rumble button to support the channel, and join the People's Voice Locals community for exclusive and uncensored content. Mel Gibson enraged the establishment in 2017 by going on the record and denouncing Hollywood as a den of parasites who feast on the blood of kids. The mainstream media quickly pounced on Gibson's revelations, deployed fact-checkers including Snopes to declare that the comments were fake news, and proceeded to delete every single video and article from the internet. According to the mainstream media, child trafficking doesn't exist. There are no elite paedophiles in positions of power, and Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell trafficked underage girls to nobody. Take a look at this disgraceful article by The Atlantic, for example. Orwell warned us that in the future, the elites would memory hole inconvenient information, and this is exactly what the elites did with Gibson's revelations about Hollywood. But now, 7 years later, thanks to people like yourself, everybody knows that Mel Gibson was telling the truth. Hollywood and the entertainment industry are controlled by pedophiles, and the mainstream media has been lying for them and covering up their crimes. Now, in 2024, Mel Gibson has declared that he's got nothing left to lose, and he is determined to play his part in eradicating the evil of elite paedophilia and child trafficking, regardless of the personal consequences. And let's be clear, the personal consequences can be grave. Countless Hollywood and music industry celebrities have died in bizarre circumstances in recent years, after they dared to investigate the dark secret at the heart of the entertainment industry. Chester Bennington, Chris Cornell, Anne Heche, Isaac Kappy and Avicii are just some of the A-list names, whose lives were cut short after they vowed to investigate and expose the paedophiles running the industry. This week, another name was added to the list of industry whistleblowers to be found dead after exposing the elite paedophile ring. Kyle Marissa Roth, a TikToker who has been exposing Diddy and the entertainment elite's crimes for years in the form of blind items, was found dead last week, just as many of the crimes that she's been exposing have come to light. She was 36.
In 2013, the Queen Bee and her husband attended a New Year's Eve party in Miami, which was being thrown by Mr. Freakoff. No one who was there has ever forgotten that night because she spent the entire night in the pool dancing into space. Her best friend who recently starred in the Netflix movie called for help, but she was ignored. It's like she was in a trance. By the way, so this is Beyonce and Jay-Z party into 2014 at Diddy's New Year's Eve bash. So you can Google that, like Diddy's 2013, New Year's Eve bash, obviously bringing in 2014. And you can see in the articles how they had had linked Beyonce's Instagram account, and all of her posts from this 2013 party were removed when I initially reported on this blind item from my main account at the beginning of March.
But as Mel Gibson warns, Diddy is just the tip of the iceberg. Satanic sex blackmail is widespread in the industry, and more young artists are opening up about their disturbing experiences with the corrupted elite. We've got the details after this important word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is LiverMedic. If you think the supplements you are getting from big box retailers are doing you any good, think again. Did you know that most of the retailers in America are owned and controlled by the same handful of companies that control everything? But we have a choice. LiverMedic's leaky gut repair is aimed at the millions of people suffering from all forms of digestive discomfort. Their safe and efficacious natural product is physician grade, with no toxic fillers. It coats while repairing the digestive lining. Best of all, unlike Big Pharma's offerings, it actually works. Join me and millions of other Americans who are voting with our dollars by supporting an American company that truly cares about our health. Save up to 15% on a 3-month supply by using our code People's Voice by visiting livermedic.com/step/leaky gut special, or by clicking on the link below this video. Take back control of your health, protect your family from the global elite, and hit them where it really hurts. Visit livermedic.com/step/leaky gut special, or click the link below this video to find out more. The music industry has been addressing the conspiracy of satanic sex blackmail in recent times, and it appears many young artists have been through the same systematic abuse that Justin Bieber warned us about. New York rapper Smart exposed how artists in the industry are drugged and raped during satanic rituals before they sign their contract. This is no different than the rumours of Aleister Crowley's sex magic being conducted during Hollywood's so-called backdoor orgy mansion parties. This same type of scenario was mentioned in the recent Diddy lawsuits that allege that he kept secret tapes of influential people for blackmail. The same can be said about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. It's a big club.
They fucking niggas around out here. Y'all, they are fucking niggas around. They giving niggas some shit that ain't even what you think. You fuck around, wake up tomorrow, shit, ass nigga with a footy on, and don't know what the fuck you just did. I mean, real shit. Your motherfucker meat pistol fucked up and your ass hurting. You don't know what the fuck to say. You don't know who to tell. But this is what the game is going to. That's what it's going to. Then, here it is, it's time for a contract to come out. Nigga want to sign you for 5 years, you like, nah, dog. So you don't want to sign with us? Nah. Not for no nah. Man, pop in the tape. Show this nigga what he did last night. I'm serious. Dude, this real shit I'm telling y'all though. Pop in the tape. You sitting that motherfucker like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, well, what the fuck? That's what happened. You got fucked. What you gonna do? You gonna sign that contract. You don't want nobody in the hood to see that shit. You don't want this shit to get out, dog. I'm telling y'all, and this is what I'm telling y'all like this. These niggas that you see constantly high, they're not getting high because they like to get high. They getting high because they know what they done done.
Send the stylist at them first.
Yeah. Yep.
And if the stylist is like, if the stylist report back and be like, oh, he ready, then they invite you to the party. And that's when they be like, yo, look, when you go in here, it's gonna be some, you know what I mean? It's a nigga at the door.
Okay, now look, what Ali Vegas is doing to you right now, he's giving you the game of how these niggas be getting turned the fuck out.
Yeah, like
they've tried to put this tight ass shirt on you.
That's what they do.
And if you wear the shirt,
they like, oh, he ready.
He with it.
That's you telling them like, yeah, I'm ready. And then next thing you know, you get invited to the party with the greeting is the man squeezing your dick.
Whoa.
Child trafficking, satanic sex rituals, and blackmail are the industry's dirty secrets, and the elite don't want you to know the full scale of the horror. Millions of children go missing every single year, hundreds of thousands in the US alone, with many of them falling into the hands of predators who track them through paedophilia networks, where the children suffer unimaginable trauma. Sex trafficking, especially when it comes to the buying and selling of young girls, has become big business in America. In 2011, it was the fastest growing business in organised crime and the second most lucrative commodity traded illegally after drugs and guns. Consider this: every 2 minutes, a child is exploited in the sex industry. As investigative journalist Amy Fine Collins notes, it's become more lucrative and much safer to sell malleable teens than drugs or guns. A pound of heroin or an AK-47 can be retailed once, but a young girl can be sold 10 to 15 times a day, and a righteous pimp confiscates 100% of her earnings. As Ernie Allen of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children points out, the only way not to find this in an American city is simply not to look for it. Where did this appetite for young children come from? Look around you. Children have been sexualized for years now, in music videos, on billboards, in TV ads, and in clothing stores like Target. Marketers have created a demand for young flesh and a ready supply of hyper-sexualized children. And none of this was an accident. As Hollywood veteran James Woods said, Hollywood is 100 times more evil than your worst fears. The entertainment industry and the mainstream media are determined to keep the epidemic of pedophilia under wraps. They are continuing to shamelessly deny that there's a problem, despite the evidence of millions of children going missing every single year. Brave patriots like Mel Gibson and the Sound of Freedom team of Tim Ballard and Jim Caviezel are determined to bring this epidemic to light. There is no doubt that the mainstream media will try to cancel Mel Gibson all over again. If they can't silence him in this way, as he believes, then the dangers for Gibson could be far more serious. It's important that we support his work and don't let the mainstream media smear him with lies and fake news. Here at The People's Voice, we are determined to continue reporting on the real news, but we need your help. Subscribe to The People's Voice Rumble channel and help us spread the news far and wide. To support the channel and to access exclusive and uncensored content, join the People's Voice Locals community. I hope to see you there. Today's video is brought to you by IPv6ers. Are you a content creator who wants to publish information online without Big Brother spying and censoring your every move? IPv6ers is set to revolutionize the way information is disseminated on the internet by eliminating the need for big tech companies to provide unreliable, overpriced services such as self-hosting, email, and data management. IPv6ers enables an easy and accessible way for you to host your own web and email server with direct end-to-end connections and enhanced security. This means no snooping from Big Brother and no interference from the technocratic elite. If Hillary Clinton can get away with running her own server, why shouldn't you? Go to thepeoplesvoice.tv/IPv6 to sign up, or click the link below this video to take back control of the internet and win the info wars against the globalists. If you like our content, help support our sponsor IPv6ers and go to thepeoplesvoice.tv/IPv6 today. Thank you IPv6ers for making this video possible.